What's going on, everybody? It's JetsCentral coming back with another video, and as we all know, Mike McCarthy, the head coach of the Green Bay Packers, was relieved of his duties this past Sunday following the loss to the Arizona Cardinals at home, right? So pretty bad loss, and the Packers just said, you know what, enough's enough, and they fired him. And it begs the question, as Jets fans, should the New York Jets target Mike McCarthy to become the new head coach of the team? And, you know, from gauging the level of interest through Jets Twitter, I would say it's 50-50 right now. From talking to a few of my friends that are Jets fans, some of them really want McCarthy, some of them don't want McCarthy. And I cannot wait to see what you guys have to say down below in the comment section. I mean, this comment section, to me, like, I just cannot wait to post this and just jump right in just to see what you guys have to say. You know, the real, true, diehard Jets fans out there. So now, here are my thoughts. Here's my opinion on the matter. Should the New York Jets target Mike McCarthy to become the new head coach of the team? I would say my response, not in the least. I don't want McCarthy on this team. I don't want him coaching this team. Now, of course, he's a proven head coach. He's won games. He's won a Super Bowl. He's been around two great quarterbacks in Brett Favre and then Aaron Rodgers. You know, he's had success in the league. Let's just call it like we see it. McCarthy has won games. But there's a lot of red flags. There's a lot of negatives about McCarthy that, you know, I feel as though the McCarthy supporters aren't bringing up. You know, point number one, a lot of those wins, a lot of that success that he had was a long time ago. It's not been recent. I mean, yeah, the Packers have made the playoffs here and there, but when you look at the history of the NFC North over the past few seasons, the Lions they've never really been a true force. The Vikings have kind of been like, one year they're really good, one year they're kind of average, and then the Bears, they just haven't been a threat for a really long time. Not taking a shot at Chicago, but it is what it is. So the Green Bay Packers, and I'm not saying they're winning by default, but at the end of the day, Mike McCarthy has struggled to draft players. He's struggled to sign free agents. The defense have struggled under McCarthy. They've never really been able to develop the true running game under McCarthy. And having the best player, the best quarterback in the league, Aaron Rodgers, for years now, for Aaron Rodgers to sit there and say, yeah, we don't get along. Yeah, I changed most of the plays to the line of scrimmage. Mike McCarthy's just not an innovative offensive mind. He is an offensive mind. He is a quarterback whisperer. I understand that. I get that. But as a head coach of the team, as the head coach of the team, when you have that many weaknesses, when you have that many, I mean, look at the Green Bay Packers. It really looks like they quit on them. Okay, and that's the same situation that the Jets are in right now with Todd Bowles. Look at the game against the Dolphins. Look at the game against the Bills. Look at the game that we just wrapped up against the Titans, where we were winning in this game, and then we blow the lead late. It just totally looks like we quit on Bowles. And, you know, there's a 97-98% chance that Todd Bowles will be fired at the end of the season, along with Casey Rogers, along with Jeremy Bates. So we are going to be in a market for a head coach. But you guys know me. You guys know I want a young, offensive-minded head coach that preferably hasn't been a head coach before. I would like somebody from the Kyle Shanahan, Sean McVay coaching tree. That's just my personal opinion. That, to me, I think is the best route that the New York Jets can take. A young, innovative thinker that can put Sam Darnold, the number one asset of this team, in the best position to have success, to help Sam Darnold grow and develop as a quarterback. We do not want to be in a situation like the Miami Dolphins are in with Ryan Tannehill, like the Cincinnati Bengals are in with Andy Dalton. That is the absolute worst nightmare scenario, where you have a quarterback and he's somewhat developed, like Tannehill, like Dalton, even Joe Flacco a little bit, hence why I don't want John Harbaugh, but where he's somewhat developed. But is Andy Dalton going to win a Super Bowl? Probably not. Is Ryan Tannehill going to win a Super Bowl? Probably not. Are they ever going to win Offensive Player of the Year? Are they ever going to win MVP? Are they ever going to elevate the team, or are they just going to be kind of flatline, just steady, just average, maybe a tick above average, but you're never going to have the great quarterback play? Of course, you'll have the one or two decent, good quarterback seasons, but at the end of the day, the bottom line is, Sam Darnold was the third pick in the draft. He has all the talent in the world to be successful. Granted, he's thrown a ton of picks this season. People are calling him a bust and whatnot. Sam Darnold's not a bust. He's not. He will be a good quarterback. He will be a franchise quarterback of the New York Jets. All dependent on the coaching staff, though. We have to get a guy in the building that can help Sam develop. Is McCarthy that guy? I would say he can help Darnold develop, but as far as the other facets of the NFL game go, I don't necessarily think McCarthy is the best in those categories. I just really don't. So I'm not with the McCarthy idea. I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want John Harbaugh. I don't want anybody that's been a head coach in the league before. I don't want Marvin Lewis. I don't want Todd Haley. I don't want Hugh Jackson. I don't want any of these guys. I want a young guy, preferably a coordinator, a positional coach that's worked under Kyle Shanahan / Mike Shanahan or Sean McVay. West Coast offensive system. That's where I feel like Darnold will be the best quarterback that he can be. And I also want a young, I know I keep throwing in the word young in there. The reason why I want a young coach is because I want to see them both develop at the same time, the coach and Darnold. Whether it's DeFilippo, whether it's Matt LaFleur, whether it's Shane Waldron, whether it's Zach or Press Taylor. These guys are going to be growing at the same rate as Sam Darnold, helping each other out. And I think that's just a great thing to have for a team. When your head coach is helping your quarterback, when your quarterback is helping the head coach. I mean, look at the New England Patriots. Brady helps Belichick. Belichick helps Brady. They've been a tandem for however many years now, and they've had tons of success. Not saying the next guy that we're going to get is Bill Belichick, but you guys know what I'm saying here. So, Mike McCarthy, he's won games. That's great. He's won a Super Bowl. Fantastic. He has developed quarterbacks, all right? All good stuff. All good stuff. I'm not saying McCarthy's garbage, and if the New York Jets were to end up with McCarthy, would it be the end of the world? No, it would not. He's definitely not the worst option. But I will say that there's a lot of weaknesses with McCarthy. The defense, the running game, the attraction of free agents, drafting players, wide receiving depth, tight end depth. There's a lot of issues, all right? Players quitting on him. Lack of innovation on offense. So there's issues. Okay, there's issues with McCarthy. But like I said before, is he the worst option? I would probably have to say no, he's not the worst option. If the Jets were to go out there and hire him, would I be angry? I'd be a little ticked off, but I wouldn't be, just furious and saying that the next few seasons of the New York Jets are over. But I want a young guy. I want a young offensive mind. That's what I'm shooting for. There are going to be young guys out there available. We need to get a guy in there that can help develop Sam, that can draft players, that can help build this team for years to come. Not just one of my fears too. If the Jets were to sign McCarthy, is I feel like we would try to go all in for this season and spend all of our money in cap space and trade all of our draft picks. I don't want that at all. I want us to build through the draft, acquire young talent, and move forward. So that's just kind of my thoughts on the matter, if the Jets should target McCarthy. And like I said before, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Cannot wait to see what you guys have to say regarding it. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and go Jets.